Okay, you do have something for us after all. Let's check it out. Bro.
Let me hear that.
What's going on, everyone? How's it going? I had a really awesome Friendsgiving yesterday with some people that live in our neighborhood. Basically, we had met some of these people through my fiance, who used to work as a bar manager a little bit further north from Milwaukee, and she befriended one of the new coworkers, and it turns out that they knew my music. So neither of them work at this place anymore, and they invited us to the Friendsgiving, and it was kind of hilarious. We were in this like social environment, eating lots of good food, drinking some wine, and every so often I would hear like one of my tracks come on. I would like look over at them, and they'd be like, "Yep, yeah, we're playing your music right now." I was joking around. I was like, "Yes, give me the 0.003 cents." That's dope that your music preceded you. Yeah, it is kind of random because I'm pretty I'm a pretty kind of niche artist, and I've had some success over the years, but not anywhere close to enough to kind of like have to count on running into random people and them knowing my music. This only happened a handful of times. When do your melodic ideas stem from? That's a good question. I think just straight off the top of my head, when it comes to like genres, that's probably a bit easier for a starting point. But definitely a lot of jazz and classical music, and my parents did love listening to certain types of pop rock. They played a lot of Beatles growing up, and like Cream, and stuff like that. They did play some reggae too, but that's never really been a huge influence for me. But yeah, I guess specifics like Brad Mehldau, and like I love Rachmaninoff, and so right now I was actually gonna try to look at my track listing for the album, because I have an idea of roughly how many tracks it's gonna be now. It's probably gonna be around 20. All right, let's see where we're at. This isn't in a particular order quite yet, but this is more or less where things are at currently. So intro piece of some kind. I do think I want to kind of continue that tradition with my albums, but what kind of intro, I'm not 100% sure. I did start this idea on stream the other day that I thought could be a good candidate. We'll see. I think I pitched it down. Oh, wow. But hold on, y'all. I just realized that I think I injured my finger a little bit playing piano. I'm pulling an Yngwie Malmsteen here, but I'm literally bleeding from my finger. Alright, sorry about that. It's, pretty sure that's a first. I was, like, looking at the keyboard, I was like, man, when did this get so dirty? And it's literally just my finger bleeding on my keys. That's kind of gross. I'm playing too much. Forgery is coming together really nice. I think Forgery could be a good second track to the album, but basically there's a lot of material that's starting to shape up, kind of melancholic, introspective, darker vibe. That's what I'm getting from a lot of the tracks so far. Clearing Storm actually isn't in here at the moment. We'll see. We'll see. It might have a place somewhere else. Everything else is kind of like still TBD. And then I think like I think it'd be nice to switch up the vibe a little bit to, you know, kind of like darker tracks that still have like a good like they're both of these tracks are kind of dark and broody, which is kind of like the vibe of the album, I'm realizing, but there are some tracks in here that are a bit more uplifting too, and just like energetic. So I don't want those to be like hidden too deep into the album. But yeah, so just to give you guys an idea, let's see. So that's a intro, forgery, fade away, this 4 to the floor track. There's superpower.
What I see speaks to me, feelings like a symphony. Feel my heart trembling, 'cause I know that I'll do it again.
There's tons of, I love the tension there. I'm loving that. I mean, it's just a dominant 5, but it feels really, really good. I was kind of enjoying that. Almost hitting the 4-minute mark is nice. Yeah, it's interesting that the album is going to be pretty long, but the nice thing is that, you know, there's going to be a lot of, none of the tracks on their own are an obnoxious length, so I think they can still be enjoyed individually outside of the context of the album. I'm kind of hoping to strike the right balance. It's crazy how different the song sounds just by changing one like category of elements like that. Totally different vibe. What if we take the audio from that main kit under percussion and compactor is so cool, y'all. I know I'm like always talking about it. I'm obnoxious about it, and as you can see, got the Nectar back. I ended up returning the Arturia because of that weird pitch bend issue. So yeah, we'll have to keep experimenting and seeing what other keyboards out there might be a good fit. I mean, listen, I love the Nectar, but I can't keep spending, you know, $700, $600 on a new keyboard every year. I need something that's just gonna be able to withstand touring life a little bit more.
5 minutes later.
All right. Which one of these is still working? I forget. Let's try this one. Nope. Should work now, I believe. Yep. Oh, that one's glitching out. Okay. Let's try a different one. Let's try the second one. All right, that one's freaking out too. Okay, let's try the third one. Oh, wow. All right. They're all just not working, I guess. Let's try one of these over here. Wow. That's crazy. I don't think they were behaving like that before. So, okay, alternative solution here. Maybe instead of a fader, we use this mod wheel. That could work. Or not? That's weird. Whatever. Okay, I'm not too worried about it. I guess we'll just ignore that. Okay. All right. Let's sidechain these and see where we're at. Cool. I like the general vibe and groove of it for sure. Yeah, those kind of like just random movements of minor 9 chords, I feel like is such a classic vibe for house music. But it's kind of fun because then, like, obviously it's not too difficult throwing in some extra other jazz chords that you might not expect otherwise. And it's a good time. Mr. Wire, what is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Depends on who's making it a little bit, you know? Because I could say turkey for sure, but it just depends. Like if it's too dry, then like I'm not gonna be crazy about it, you know? Yeah, you could slather it in gravy, but I don't know. What would you guys say? What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? I do like stuffing a lot, and like some good mashed potatoes. Let's see, where are those the current? Yeah, let's just grab those. I'll probably need to do a new take of those eventually, but not right now. Let's see. I've got an idea. There's some stuff I was doing in an earlier version of this track that was sounding pretty cool, but it didn't really fit anywhere in the song. I'm just revisiting that in my mind now. Maybe it could work in the intro. Let's send this to 43, and we'll set this to MIDI. I kind of like it, actually. It could be an interesting way to start the song. Like that. Hey, Haywyre, I've been listening to you here and there since the Newgrounds days. That's crazy. Whenever somebody says that, I'm like, man, I know you've been listening to my music for too long. I remember when we did like a Ask Me Anything on Reddit with Breaking an Eye for our most recent single, and somebody asked me like if there was a moment where I realized that I wanted to be an artist, and I think that it really always just felt like a more of a requirement to me than it felt like it always felt like something that I needed to do, and not so much something that depended on making a living from it. But I mean, I've been pretty lucky to be able to do both. So yeah, even if I at some point in the future don't make a living off of my music, it's not going to stop me from creating. So yeah, just got to take it a day at a time or a year at a time, whatever. Things are still going great. It's kind of cool. I like it. Like the general feeling works. At this angle, it looks like he's got a Brazilian wax. Yo. You're welcome. I've never heard that about these, but maybe they're not stream-friendly pants in that case. Oh, we're bringing up baby. It's been a while. It's been a while since we brought up baby, so I don't blame you, Junie. Okay. Let me get the BRB screen going real quick, and I will get Senor Baby going. Axel, you get your link ready. I'll get Baby, and then we'll listen to it together. All right. I'm sorry, but I couldn't bring him upstairs. He is extremely cozy, and he's fighting me whenever I try to pick him up. He just keeps meowing at me like, leave me alone. So I'll make it up to you, Junie. I'll bring him out for no channel points another time. All right. Let's get back to it. Where were we? Okay, you do have something for us after all. Let's check it out. Bro. I should have known. Okay, I just had to jam to it for a second. Let's go. Any feedback on a mix? It needs a little more Rick. I am pretty excited about the artwork that Everyday Swiss created for the Inside VIP. I kind of want to tease it real quick because this will be the last project of the year for Haywyre, and I actually would love to show you guys the art because it's kind of like a little bit of a, it's a VIP, so figured like the art needs a little bit of a redo, and Patrick did a really good job with this. I thought it was a nice adaptation of the original. So yeah, super excited for this to come out. Martin, will we have this on MCAT? No, this is gonna be a solo release, independent, I should say. I'm not sure if any of you guys are super familiar with like how a lot of these agreements and contracts look that artists sign with labels, but particularly with labels like Monstercat that sign, you know, like one track at a time. There's a licensing agreement that you step into, and then that lasts a certain amount of time. And for Insight, that came up, I think, I don't remember when exactly, but either way, the rights kind of came back into my possession. And yeah, so that means I will be releasing it independently.
Everything is outside of our understanding. Everything.
I feel like moments like this in the song really just match the cold, wintry feeling of the art. Maybe this winter I'll do a POV Haywyre shovels snow stream. I'll just throw my iPhone on my forehead and you guys can watch me shovel some snow. I could probably delete this, whatever this is, and what is this? I feel like I'm like that scene in Nightmare Before Christmas. What's this? What's this? A track I didn't use. What's this? A muted violin. Yeah, I can delete this. What's this? Oh, forgot about that. Yeah, that kind of didn't end up getting used. I kind of like the synth though. Wire mouse, yeah. Okay. Do we save this patch? It's very simple. Wait, it's literally just saw waves. Okay, yeah. We don't need to save that. It's pretty insane though when you compare like my music to let's say like a track like something that's been like truly optimized for luffage.
Everything is outside of our understanding. Everything.
It's so crazy.
Everything is outside of our understanding. Everything. Everything is outside of our understanding. Everything.
I don't really know how important that is. I was kind of thinking about that recently. I don't know if you guys have strong feelings about that because like obviously a lot of the impact can come from low end, but I remember when what was the there was a double album that Skrillex came out with last year, and I was like looking at just for fun like through the low end information on some of the tracks, and it was like there was a ton of low end even in the intros and like early on and stuff, and it felt like more of the impact was actually from the mids. It's like the mids were the part of the mix that were increasing in presence the most in the drop. I don't know. I swear that when you're on your phone, like if you listen to a song at like half volume, at least with iPhones, I don't know if it's different with other phones, but like if you're listening to it at around half volume, the dynamics sound pretty normal. Like if you're listening to a sketch you made, you know, it sounds kind of like how you'd expect it to sound. But then once you're pushing it to like 100%, I swear they're like applying some kind of compression or like limiting or something, because suddenly the dynamics sound really different in the song. Like transients are kind of smeared or like not as clean. It's only with the speakers, I think. But yeah, it kind of bothers me. Okay, let's kind of wanted to see what an octave would sound like for this.
Everything, everything,
Let's throw a compactor on here. We'll grab the information from the main vocal and just kind of use that to sidechain this a tiny bit.
everything.
Oh, Baby Redeem. I see how it is. let's bring him out. All right, we're back. Baby, come here. Hi. Want to say something? No? Okay. Baby was saying something about the snare being a little too, maybe a couple dB too loud, around 180 hertz or so. He might be right. Anyways, okay, that's the Baby Redeem. Back to work. Yeah, I have so many memories associated with this song. I still remember coming up with the melody on a plane. I was on a plane going to a show with my old manager. I did my first Australia headline tour around that time too, and I will never forget. I think I was in Melbourne. Yeah, that's right, Melbourne, Australia. I think it was like my second show, and I was in this venue in a continent I'd never been to, and I was like 20, yeah, I was 23 at the time, and I'd come out with Insight recently, and I finished my set with that song, and everybody in the room was literally singing. Well, not everybody, but it felt like the entire room was singing the melody when I was playing it on the keyboard. It was really, really fucking cool. And I was just like, that is forever that was a moment for me. It was like, holy shit. I remember just thinking to myself like, whoa, I think I can do this music thing full time. Because I'm like, damn, if I can go to a random ass continent and have people singing my melody back to me like this, like that, it just felt it was a boost, like a confidence boost for sure. Not in some like narcissistic way, but more of a like yeah, it just felt really encouraging. Okay, cool. I think that's fine for now. It's possible I'll do like one final mix down. There might be some little minor mix challenges left still, but I think it's pretty much finished. Let's go. You guys know how it can be post Thanksgiving. You gotta like try to reset your hunger levels a little bit, because it's like your stomach is expanding so much after those giant meals, and I'm like, hold up, I gotta fast a little bit or something. Amazing stream. Did you think you enjoyed the nitpicky process of kind of isolating frequency ranges and doing little tiny tweaks? I feel like it's boring to watch, but I should also shower probably. I look a little homeless right now, which is not a negative thing. Don't you guys ever wonder like what it would be like to be legitimately homeless? Like sometimes I think about how it could be really liberating to not like have belongings and possessions. Man, it's just crazy like how much stuff I have. Like I just have so many belongings, and I don't think that's a good thing necessarily to own a bunch of things, possessions, but
Let me hear that.